one more point in the media briefing that's important. And that is at page, it starts at the bottom of page 2. And it's around line 22. And this is where my learned friend says the following: he has been, and that's General Khan, actively participating and preparing himself to testify and fully cooperate with the Madlanga Commission. And he intended this Wednesday to fully lay bare involvement of senior members of the South African Police Services in certain offences and criminality, as well as speaking to criminal syndicates and what appears to be interference designed to destabilize certain portions of our community. Now, Chair, we never received a statement that addresses any of these issues. Those issues, I presume, would have not been dependent on the information that we provided General Khan. This is what he says he intended to lay bare, and that statement could have been provided to the Commission at any time. In fact, it could have been provided to the Commission before a Regulation 10.6 notice was issued to General Khan. These particular topics, we have not ever received a statement from the Commission setting this out. So that was never in the Commission's possession at any time, let alone at the time that the in-camera application was.
Is it not possible that a point might be made that his submissions could not have been expected to be piecemeal, and that he would have wanted to make one submission addressing everything?
I would want to hear that submission in full in order to respond to it, because even if that is so, there's no reason for why, and we can go through the 10.6 notice, I don't propose to do so. The information that was requested in the 10.6 notice was information that General Khan could have answered. It wasn't dependent on information, further information from us. So, why I'm pointing out this paragraph is because it seems to suggest that it is this kind of information that General Khan was going to reveal to the Commission that put him at risk. But we never received a statement that sets out what I've just read out from this statement, Chair. So, Chair, those are the submissions I wished to make from the perspective of the evidence leaders on the media statement, because we took objection to the content of the statement.
But also, Ms. Hassim, if he didn't file this, as I recall, the 10.6 notice fixes a date by which a statement must be submitted.
Correct.
So that would have been the case here. And if he didn't file by that day, you couldn't claim that he was cooperating with the Commission.
In fact, he had not complied.
Yes.
And we then granted an extension.
Yes.
And then he did not comply. In fact, the last communication on when the statement was going to be delivered was along the lines of, we can't comply with your deadline. We will file it when we are ready, and it will be some time. It will be before the 1st of July. And in fact, it never came.
Thank you.
Ms. Hassim, oh, by the way. Yeah. Ms. Hassim, I'm quite mindful of the fact that the application for an in-camera hearing has been withdrawn. But on the issue of how we are going to proceed, is it fine if we just await the outcome of the engagements in terms of paragraph 23.4 of the answering affidavit? Or let me just ask the broad question, how are we going to, or or is that something that, yes, let me hear you. Let me just hear you.
Well, the in-camera application has been withdrawn.
Yes,
So-
that's why I prefaced the point that I'm
So
making.
we're going to proceed as we proposed,
Yes,
which is
yes.
to lay out the evidence
Yes, yes.
before the commission
Yes.
that we've advised we wish to traverse.
Yes.
It concerns topics that were raised in the answering affidavit, but not only the evidence that was attached to the answering affidavit,
Yes.
because the topics, for example, the improper use of one's position to benefit an enterprise that has criminal allegations attached to this enterprise. There's a range of evidence that's relevant to that topic. So the evidence would be what we deem to be material that can't ever be subject to some form of confidentiality because it concerns tenders and the like. The second is, so I've covered the two. It's what's in the answering affidavit, additional evidence that's relevant, and third, evidence in relation to General Khan's, the financial position, wealth and lifestyle. Those are the issues we wish to put before the Commission, and given that the application has been withdrawn, we see no reason why we shouldn't proceed along that basis. What we can engage my learned friends on is additional evidence that that General Khan has said he wants to put before the Commission and that he has concerned about. Now, what my learned friend didn't talk about was paragraphs 27 to 46 of their founding affidavit. So I presume that that is the evidence that is of concern in those paragraphs. And we can engage my learned friends on that and how we deal with it and when we deal with it. So that is separate from what we will be wanting to proceed with on Friday.
Ms. Hassim, I thought it was not so much the content, but the procedure. How do you intend to proceed on Friday in the absence of General Khan? So if you can just address that.
Sure. Well, thank you,
Not so
Commissioner
much
Kumar.
the content
So
of-
it's not without precedent. We would follow the same kind of approach that was followed when a previous witness, Mr. Van Beek, was unable to be present. And the evidence is led. And that does not mean that the witness, in this case General Khan, wouldn't have an opportunity to respond. In due course, he would have an opportunity to respond.
So in summary, the evidence leaders intend to present that evidence to the Commission, and if General Khan at any point should come back, he can respond to that.
That is correct.
Those, yes,
Those are my submissions. Thank you, Chair.
thank you, Ms. Hassim. Mr. Khan, you may respond, but of course, I proceed from the premise that I do not expect you to again traverse the ground that we traversed, which led to an unreserved apology with regard to two aspects that you and I debated.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, I say no more than my conclusion of an unreserved apology.